and that is good enough.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, one and all, and a few others, to Mr. Nathan's Neighborhood, the
Right.
show that we don't know if it's a podcast or not, and we're terrible at introductions.
Yeah.
So, welcome aboard. We'll see what happens.
That was smooth. It would really suck if someone would try to like point it out that how smooth that was, and that would like completely ruin the tempo of that introduction. That was pretty good.
Yeah, not too picky though. Whatever.
Yeah.
I was totally on the fly. I didn't even want to do it. But hi, anyway, to everybody who's here, all several of you.
Oh yeah. Hello, hello. We
Indeed.
yes. How have you been? You did some stuff.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I had to buy a car almost. Well,
Yeah, almost.
technically, I just have to give the guy more money later and then take his
Ah,
car. But that'll be fun. That'll be a story for another time when there's something
fair,
to show for it.
fair. He
Well, I
raced
just
he raced it for pink slips, and yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah.
That actually would have been pretty easy on that one. But yeah, no. Boy, that little old lady. Pff,
Yeah. Live your life a quarter mile at a time. Family. Respect.
seriously though,
Seriously?
bought it from a little old lady.
Oh, an
Oh yeah,
old
bought the
lady
car
had
brand
that?
new. Oh yeah, yeah,
Ah.
bought it brand new, and all of her kids drove it through high school and everything, and they just ran out of kids basically.
Mm.
Grandkids are like, "Grandma's old car. I don't want grandma's old
Mm.
car." So
That's fair.
anyway,
Yeah.
context for a later time.
Yeah, exactly. Whole thing. Video. Production.
But you've been busy too.
I've been busy too. I had a fan from Make Us Battle me say hi to me in a grocery store.
Just awkward enough.
Yeah, that was weird. I saw this dude. He's in his 30s, like with his kid in tow, and he's staring at me. And it's just I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. All good. I'm grabbing
Been
some
there.
and then he kind of looked at me again. Was like, check my face, make sure I'm wearing pants. Everything was good there, so I'm like, okay, whatever. And then he walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, this is kind of weird question. Are you Alex from Make Test Battle?" I'm like, "I am." Why?
It's like, do I owe anybody money?
Yeah. Um. And yeah, so we got talking. He's like, "Oh, I watched you in college." I'm like, "Ah, that's cool."
You have kids now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah. Then I was supposed to actually I quickly ran to the grocery store to grab caffeinated beverages to keep myself awake for a
Mm.
stream. So I was supposed to be in and out 20 minutes tops because I had a stream in 30 minutes. And I was there for about an hour and a half talking with the dude. Um, because it's some of the best advice I was ever given at a random convention. If I don't know if you're familiar with you're probably not, but Tom Ska, the Asta movies, they do this little slapstick animated comedy. It's been around for a while. One of his editors, I randomly got into a conversation with, and it's something that's really made sense. It's kind of stuck with me. Is like if you ever meet someone, who wants recognize you and goes up to talk with you because of your work online, it's really important you give them 110% because this is technically, even though they've seen your stuff, this is their first time meeting you, and they took that mental effort to walk up to you, which most people go, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, no,
So
but I know what
yeah,
that's like on both sides.
yeah,
I don't want to walk up to somebody. So, yeah, no, I actually had that happen at work. Gosh, that was a lot of years ago. Somebody was at a Walmart. That was back when I was working on cash registers at the time,
mm.
and there's this kid standing over here in the clothing department, kind of like looking through a rack almost, and he's got an Alpha Trooper under his arm. I was
uh,
like, this is really weird. And so I'm cursing this machine, working on it, and then he's like, over here. He's a little bit closer. Okay, this is getting
da-dum,
weird. And so I'm working on the machine, working on the machine. And he shows up and he's
da-dum.
like, hey, you Mr. Nathan. And I was like, that was not a super great time, but hey, I definitely needed an escape from the work at the time, so that was great. Super
Yeah.
cool guy, one of our locals, love him to death. So it was a nice little experience, and one of the few times you actually get like picked out
Yeah.
from like the one time in your life you get to be like a celebrity or something, and it's like
Yeah.
someone's like, it's not like some old school chum or something that's like, hey, where have you been for the last whatever it's just like, hey, I know you from the thing that you do. And it's like, hey,
Yeah.
all right. So that's always fun. So you have
Yeah.
any like reminiscing stories about
Oh yeah,
or you
we talked. He had me sign something, and we took a selfie with him. And his kid had no clue what was going on. His kid was like 5 or 6.
like adults talking?
Yeah,
Blah.
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I did. The Strife was the first mod, and that mod guide helped out a lot.
It's a
So
good one.
what
It
are the
still
other
holds up.
two? Yeah. Then the awkward question of what are the other 2 guys up to now? I'm like, and it's like, oh yeah, so they're both doing their own thing. Yeah, living their life. We, not too much, don't keep in contact too much. I don't want to, sour note it. So,
Eh,
last I heard, Ryan is working on drones in
that's the last
Australia.
I heard.
Yeah, living his best
Really
life.
scary ones.
Yeah, and yeah, Danny is now just doing stuff, trying to improve their mental health. So it's like, hey,
That's cool.
good on them.
That's
Yeah,
something everybody should be doing. So if
yeah,
somebody's actually doing it, good job.
yeah.
I'm a strong proponent of taking care of yourself
Oh
as
yeah,
far as that goes. Not always the best
100%.
example, but a strong
Yeah,
proponent nonetheless.
yeah. So I'm debating if I ever go back to that grocery store again because not because I met Eric, cool guy. Shout out to Eric. You're awesome, dude. Your kid was very patient as we talked for an hour and a half in the grocery store about Nerf.
That's a long time for a kid.
Yeah. The reason is the people at the cash register and some of the other staff think I'm famous because they saw me sign something and they asked me, "Oh, you do YouTube? You do." That's exactly they said. "Do you do YouTube? Oh, what's your channel? What's your?" And it's like, don't worry about it. Don't
This is
worry.
old days.
I'm like, it was old days. Retired.
Like,
Not, but.
I did have somebody ask me I was at Arctic Circle just trying to get a Huckleberry cheesecake milkshake, and they're like, "Do you do YouTube?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Would I know your channel? Probably not. Okay, second window. All right.
Mhm.
So it's a close call. I don't know if it was just like
Huckleberry cheesecake milkshake. Hang on, I'm not letting that part go.
why.
I want a Huckleberry cheesecake milkshake. Was it good? Is it like something that's
Yeah.
like?
No, that's a seasonal thing. At least around these parts. I don't know if it's a Arctic Circle overall thing, but no, they allegedly source in local huckleberries and stuff. But yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Try to get in there every season.
Nice.
Have a nice
Do they
little
actually have Huckleberry?
handmade.
Do they have Huckleberry normal cheesecake or just the milkshakes?
That is an excellent question. that I
What's
do not
this?
have an answer for.
What's this place called?
It's Arctic Circle. It's just like a chain store thing.
Arctic
It's
Circle.
yeah, it's kind of like a small towny version of like a fast food restaurant that's kind of in a has-been state almost. They remodeled their building, so they must be doing well enough.
Okay. Yeah. Huh. I don't know. You can put in an address for the menu. I just want to see the menu. Start order.
Yeah, no,
Here we go.
I hate that.
Okay. Burger. So yeah, burgers. They do like a fish and chip thing.
Yeah, it's like they kind of do more of a Dairy Queen thing where they really push a lot of ice cream based stuff,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
cones and milkshakes and crap like that, along with your weird frozen flash fried stuff. It's not great, but they make a decent milkshake.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at it. Interesting. Okay. I haven't heard of this.
So if you ever
place
make it up,
until...
if you ever make it up around here, then just make sure you
Yeah, we're gonna
come
do
around.
that.
I think they just phased it out, so it's kind of like a late summer thing.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So next year,
Yeah.
next year. In
We
fact,
got
I think they just got rid of them. It's like an August September thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were talking about eventually we have to do a recorded in person Mr. Nathan's neighborhood. So we do want to
At some
rag.
point. We really should have recorded that. You know, I do. My biggest regret is not having some kind of even just an audio recording of that because that
Yeah,
was not great, but it was okay. And
it was.
sometimes okay is good enough.
Yeah, thing happened, and yeah, no, it was fun. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, no, it's should have recorded it. It's his life. Next time, maybe
Should we
with
get
a
down
bounce.
to the metaphorical brass tacks?
I was going to talk about a bounce house, but yeah, sure, we could do.
Well, that's you definitely don't want to have any kind of tax around there. Boy, unintentional segue.
Unintentional
Right?
segue. Yeah,
Clean intro with a rough landing,
yeah,
and boy, natural segue. What are we doing?
yeah. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, we want to bounce,
Before we do that,
bounce.
let's have a shout out to our patrons.
This episode was sponsored by
Next episode.
no one.
And we're pretty much legit at this point.
Yeah, super legit.
Anyway, Bounce House. Tell the Bounce House story.
Bounce house story. So, I posted in the Merge Master Discord, but so day of Halloween, uh, went to help my parents like set up some Halloween stuff. And my nieces were trick or treating in their neighborhood because my parents' neighborhood has the best candy. Fair. And then I was getting coffee, and these people were talking like they didn't know what to do with this bounce house. The bounce house.
What does that sound like? Who doesn't know what to do with a bounce house?
Well, okay, so they work for a company, and this one house ordered 13 bounce houses. Only 12 could fit,
Well, it's good.
and it's an
Seems
hour.
like 13 would be trouble.
Yeah, exactly. 13 would be ridiculous. 12 is like the solid number of bounce houses you have for a house. I had to drive by the house. I didn't take a picture, but imagine a normal sized front yard crammed full of 12 bounce houses is the best way I could describe it.
It sounds accurate.
Yeah. So it's like no wonder. No, it's like no duh 13 wouldn't fit. So anyway, they're talking because it's like an hour and a half drive for them. And they're like, I don't want to go back because then we have to pick it up. Yeah. So then I just like, hey, I'll give you $30 if you set it up in front of my parents' place. Done. So we just they did that. They left their trailer there and got a bounce house for my niece and stuff. So that was cool. Kids loved it. We had a lot of like 10-year-old boys and like that from the neighborhood, like doing WWE SmackDown on each other when they were having fun.
Presumably, the people who are paying for the bounce houses, surely they would have noticed that one was missing, or were they cool with the fact that one was missing and didn't care that it was set up down the road?
Didn't ask questions. They said yes.
Worked for me.
As
long as everybody's happy.
I didn't have to sign anything. That means also if anyone got hurt in that bounce house, it was the original people who owned it or paid for it would have been held liable. So
that seems like a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Or potential trouble anyway. So
yeah, it was dirty. I had to clean it. Yeah, it was good. So yeah, I'm just like, I started vlogging in the bounce house. It's like, you ever question your life?
As one would do naturally. You ever find yourself in a bounce house and you're not? Yeah.
Telling you, first live in person, Mr. Nathan's neighborhood. We do it at a bounce house.
Now, what's the average price of a bounce house cost, assuming you don't get one free through mildly shady means?
$200 for a day.
No way.
Yeah, $200 for a day for a basic one. For if you want a really fancy one with like characters on it and stuff, it's like $350, $400.
$200, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but like I say, so we do this. We do the Mr. Nathan neighborhood a little bit longer, right? We keep getting it up. We get a little more people watching, and then we actually rent out a venue and we do like an in-person, so like the panel thing. So we have an audience, live audience,
only with people that want to be there.
Yeah, only people who want to be there, and we're in a bounce house on the stage with the live audience. It's foolproof. Nothing would go wrong. I already figured out how to do the audio. Done.
I got plenty of backyard. If you come up here,
Yeah,
I'm sure we can pool some resources, and we'll just get a bounce house for the heck of it.
yeah.
I don't think there's kids
You
within spitting distance around
you know
here,
you
but
can buy a bounce house, like a good bounce house, for like $600. They're not that expensive. That's with the blower and everything. The reason
sir,
people,
we are in the wrong business.
yeah,
Apparently,
it's just storage. No one wants to. They're so cumbersome and big. No one wants to hang on to them, so that's why. Yeah, bounce houses. I'm saying, rag next year, bounce house. Yes, they do sell bounce houses for adults that can hold a ridiculous amount of weight too.
they would need it for sure.
I
I'm,
looked
I'm
it up.
aiming to be a leaner model by then, but we'll see how that works.
Same.
So, is there?
Hmm.
Sorry, behind the curtain talk here.
Yeah.
So, if Rag is set up at the same venue,
It's not good. Oh,
that's-
I don't know. There's whispers.
viewers,
Every-
plug your
and-
ears.
And no one heard. There's whispers of it might be somewhere else because we're hitting thresholds.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Anyway, regardless of venue, if it is at a school or a similar style of venue, would there be other issues that would prevent us from renting a bounce house for, say, an hour or two during said time?
There's a lot of liability issues.
What if we're the only ones actually using it, and everybody
we're-
else is just looking through the window on the side?
Oh,
like,
we're just gonna be
it's better
the rich kids. Oh, look at our toys, you poor peasants. You can't look. You can't bounce in here. This is ours.
we'll be
Yeah.
discussing. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. It's
Oh, I mean, J Mom would kill me, but instead of Flywheel the World table, it's the Flywheel the World bounce house.
Could they set it up inside the auditorium or the gym or whatever?
Easily. It'd be loud.
The bouncing?
No, the fan, the constant fan that blows. Imagine
Yeah, but you'd
just
have it
these-
set up outside, kind of
It's-
like how
It has a tail,
we have it in the
end,
same.
but it's not.
Well,
The
yeah,
tail's not
like-
that big.
Well, but still, you gotta aim it out in the corner. Like if we had it in the same spot where we were this year, and we just have it out the door, just right around the right.
Yep.
I shouldn't.
Mhm.
I shouldn't not say no, but I'm not saying no.
Yeah. See, the other crazy option is we pull a full dash con and we get a ball pit.
I don't even know what that means.
No, you don't want to know. You are a better human being for not knowing that sentence. I'm proud of
Hooray!
you.
I know what a ball pit is. I don't know anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. But yeah,
Anyway,
we can look at some weird logistical things. I mean, we had a Beyblade battle table at Rag. I mean,
that was very unexpected and strange.
yeah, it's been
On
there
the
for a
subject
couple.
of things I don't understand.
There's people that's just Beyblade, apparently. It's a thing. Yeah. Look, we play with children's toys and we modify them to shoot really, really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fine, respectable hobby. I won't have you comparing it to other weird things I don't understand. Don't make me clutch my pearls in the middle of the show.
But yeah,
Spinny
same.
things.
Spinny things. I work with spinny things, flywheels.
Fair.
Ooh, any updates you can link about the Merge Masters 2026 from General
I will
Strike?
say, did we leak anything? We did a bit of a leak for live audience at Ragfest. Did we?
Yes.
Did we leak that same information at the last show?
There
weeks
was
ago?
some hints and touches on it. A lot of freedom with some builds that you'll be
Yes.
able to do.
Yes, yeah. I think the determining factor was the leaks we can provide are, if you can dream it, you could probably build it. That's a very strong, a very large asterisk on that probable, on the probable part of things. But
Hmm.
yes, there will be much fewer restrictions this go around in order
Yes.
to prompt a lot of creativity. I think we pushed people into a corner, or rather into a box last
Box.
time. But I think I want to. The goal is to just kind of cut loose and just see what the heck happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Light a match, see what catches on fire.
A lot of things.
A lot,
I,
a lot, a
I
lot.
have a feeling there's going to be several fires as a result.
Oh,
But
that's great. Look, it adds FPS.
fires are
Fine.
fires are not a euphemism or anything. It's just metaphorical. Lots of things are going to be happening.
Yeah.
There wasn't like a fire theme or anything. But yeah, I think we can confidently say. I mean, ideally,
Yeah.
please don't light your thing on fire.
Don't. Or
Hypo safety, wiring, blah blah blah. Don't.
make sure to record it if you do, but don't.
But just in case, because you'll need it for insurance purposes.
Yes. I
Also,
wanna
share
see
it with us because that
Yeah.
would be pretty cool too. Anyway, yes, strong focus on freedom.
Yes.
Not freedom as like a weird Americana
America.
thing, but just
Yeah.
more of the agency to do what you please with what you want to build. Build what is in your heart.
Still has to shoot a dart.
Unless it's, still has to do the basic thing. It has to be a blaster based, shoot a thing, minimal printed stuff. All that kind of stuff will be, in writing later on. But right now, it's like, we are trying to unshackle your imagination. Ooh, that sounds good too. That's a good one. You should write that down.
Imagination. Yeah.
So that is nothing. Things aren't ironed out perfectly yet. That's the job for after our next announcement.
Yeah.
But
I mean, really,
no,
it's kind of in tandem of we got to work on this thing while we work on that thing while we work on.
yes, but we have a well, I guess.
Yeah.
Crap, if we're gonna move it up to a January thing, then
Yeah.
we got a lot more work to do a lot quicker than I
We
was
do.
originally anticipating.
Yeah. We're gonna be busy. But yes.
So much for getting Christmas off.
Oh no, never. But yeah, the when people have been asking in like the Discord or anything, it's start planning for it now. Whatever tickles your fancy.
Yeah, I would say if you have in your mind and heart the idea to build something, you could probably build that and only have a minor adjustment to be made depending on any kind of stipulations or any other minor rules things. That it wouldn't be you can't build that. It'll be more of a you might have to tweak your expectations a little bit. But honestly, I sincerely cannot tell you what that is because we have not determined that yet. I'm just saying I can't give you ultimate freedom because I do not have the freedom to give you that freedom yet.
Exactly.
So, if that makes sense.
Yeah. We got the rough draft, the lines.
We certainly have a concept.
Yeah.
But what that looks like as far as the actually on paper, ready to post kind of rules and rule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rules, we don't have that yet.
Yeah.
We can see it.
We can see it.
We can see it.
We can build it. They can build it.
Sure. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, hang on for another 2 to 3 months, depending on when we decide to pull the trigger.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I think if
well, at least
if we were not.
Yeah. Oh, me? Okay. I was saying, well, at least announce it like we did last time in December.
Correct, but when we announced it last time, we had all of January to kind of prepare.
Yeah.
Because we started in February. But if we're talking about starting in January, it means we need to announce things in December, but we're going to be busy doing something else we're about to talk more about with that. So do we really want to piggyback 2 events on top of each other as far as event and announcement for event?
I mean, I guess this is live on stream planning. I think Merge Master should be start at the end of January.
All right.
Yeah. I think that'll make our lives easier.
Yep, I'm fine with that. The initial concept was just to give a more even quarter to work with.
Yeah.
Instead of being like a February, March, April, just doing it January, February, March, first quarter. Everybody knows what that looks like. But I am so on board with starting in February again.
Yeah, same. Especially
All right.
because do we know when Maryland Mayhem's gonna be? Are they going back to June or are they going to May again?
That I do not remember. I seem to recall seeing something that might have said something about that, but I don't remember if that's actually what it said.
Yeah,
Are you Googling right now?
I am.
You're kind of staring awkwardly
I'm
the
looking
other
up.
way.
I'm looking up. I just need to actually put this on screen. My issue is sometimes you get like personal information come up, so it's like I can't have all of that. It's like I'm on their Maryland Mayhem website. If anyone chat knows, daily dose of phone. Stop trying to. Okay, Maryland Mayhem. Don't give me socials where it goes. Yes, I'm going to this event. Give me the socials so I can go to your socials and see stuff. Maryland Mayhem.
While you stare off to the other side of the screen,
yeah.
Yes, General Strife. You can say Merch Masters 26 is happening. At this point, right now, live, we are determining it's going to be a February start again. And yes, you can anticipate more freedom in design.
Yes.
For sure. And yes, please, if you have any way of sharing stuff around, we are hoping to open up to a broader audience. Honestly, the last 2 years, we've not advertised in other Discords, other Facebook groups, and stuff like that. It's been mostly word of mouth. We are wanting to broadcast live from the high elevation. Go tell it on a mountain. We can even talk about that, like in a couple of months when it's more seasonally appropriate. But yes, we're wanting to get this out. We want to have more people involved just because it's fun. Honestly, we don't gain anything out of it. It makes more work for us, but it's fun. So, and I'm a strong proponent of fun. Believe it or not.
Crazy. Madness.
For a stick in the mud, I do enjoy a good time. As long as it's responsible and fun.
Yeah.
And nobody gets hurt too bad.
Yeah. A little bit of pain's fine.
And I still get home like at a decent hour because I'm tired and I want to go to bed. But aside from that, watch out.
Yeah. So there was some talk of in May again next year for Maryland Mayhem, but all those posts was taken down.
Oh.
So
it'd be appropriate because you can't spell Maryland without May.
It would be appropriate. It's
Maryland doesn't even have a J in it. Jeez.
So, yeah. And just in our own. So it's mainly because it's like the place that they normally did their Humans vs. Zombie, they had to step away from.
That's right. There was a bit of a separation in the organizations there. Forgot about that. Yeah, that was just the other day that I posted that. Which is a downer, but hopefully it means that everybody gets to continue their lives and grow at their own pace, and hopefully everybody's happy in the end.
Oh yeah. But
yes, General Strife, go ahead and share that anywhere you want on your channel or socials or whatever else. We're going to be throwing information around as soon as we have actual information to share. Right now, this is just leak information.
Exactly.
Because it's nice.
Yeah. And a little peek behind the curtain for advertising. The goal is to at least make the majority of the hobby aware that this is happening. And reaching a little bit beyond that. Getting some outside the hobby potential participation.
Yeah, or at least getting the word out a little bit further. But yeah, we're definitely wanting to saturate the hobby this year.
Yes.
So.
And segueing into something to help. I know, crazy. Whoa! But yeah, to help produce or put stuff outside the hobby. We'll talk about open source first. Open source.
Can you explain what that is first?
Open source is a maker convention founded by some really big and awesome maker YouTubers, and it happens in San Francisco every year. They have panels, but their main thing is just they have a giant, a bunch of vendor table, like hundreds of exhibits, of just people showing things off. I made this. Look at this. It's cool. It's everything from like RC tanks, BattleBot things, weird, just weird stuff. It's
So not so much go into a room of people saying buy my thing. It's just, hey, come here, look at this cool thing I built.
come here, look at this cool thing. One of my favorite one is last year. There's an AI VTuber who they made a power wheel, like the actual power wheel. They hooked up to an Arduino, so the AI VTuber, just an AI program, could control the power wheel, and people got inside it, and they had the AI drive it around. It did not work well.
No, that's a lot of trust that I don't have for a machine.
But yeah. So and there's just huge amounts of other stuff, and it was it's fun. It's basically they have a bunch of projects. It's a haven for makers. You're gonna have the giant like heavyweight makers. You have like there's panels with Adam Savage, Michael Reeves, Mark Robber, Colin Furs. If Dave, any big name that makes something on YouTube is more than likely there or has something to show off there.
Those are all names I've heard.
Yeah,
and that doesn't happen very often.
No, yeah, exactly. So one thing it was a random thought that went into, no, we should actually do this, is sign up for a table, and like an expedition, to show off the Nerf hobby. And all I'd want to do is set up a small shooting range, which we should be able to do. And we get as many different types of blasters from our hobby as we can. And just have people shoot it. Here, look at this. Show it off. Shoot it. There's a shooting range. Pew pew. And you just keep having that in there, doing that. And I want every blaster to have some sort of QR code or some sort of link. So like, this is the person who made it. If it is available for sale for whatever, this is where you can get it. But part of open source is you can't sell. That's a huge thing. It's just show off cool thing and have hopefully something interactive. Yeah, I want. I need to reach out to Moose. I want Moose's thing. I want. I just might make one. It's like, hey, would you be cool with me showing this off? What's it? Heath, the Mr. Heath Pants is autocannon, which is almost the same size as the Moose, as the Greg. He's cool with me having that, and I want everything from So 3D printers stuff, because we do have a lot of 3D print stuff in the hobby, but I also want the one-offs, the cool made designs. So if we can lock in the table, and like a binder or like even just a QR code, someone with a phone, like they use quick phone. And it just goes to a website, and we have all that list of all the creators. But the goal is if we actually can lock this down, because it's not till July, we get as many people willing to ship me their blaster or ship someone else who's going their blaster. With the caveat of, I can't guarantee this is going to be in one piece when you get it back, and we ship it back afterwards, because A, travel time from wherever you ship it from to me. B, the idea is we show it off.
Which means people's hands all over them.
People's hands, things break. Merge Master Discourse. That's the other thing. It's a small table to show off the hobby in general, but because we are doing it, we are going to point more into our direction stuff. So it's
just by natural bias.
Yeah. So there will be showing off the Merge Masters. Hey, you can join up, because Merge Masters at that point will be finishing up, or it'll be finished.
At that point, we'll have 3 years under our belt. Yeah, we'll know what we're doing.
Yeah, so that point will be finished, and then we can try to point them into the direction for next year. Hey, you want to join this for next year? You don't need to know anything about it. You're all makers. You can do that, and we just kind of show off a bit of what we can for the hobby, stuff to be made and stuff to do. The events. That's the other big thing is You go to a convention where the average person makes this like BattleBot style thing, or a weird remote control car, or I'm just going like through the website. Oh crap! What did I just close? Okay, like or like robotic arms. So all these guys are they might not be engineers by trade, but they're engineers by practice. Getting those,
Tinkers.
yeah, tinkers, makers, and they're makers, right? Getting those guys in any handful of those guys in the hobby, would be phenomenal. Yeah. So if we keep pushing that, it's just that could help out a lot, and just showcasing to our our fellow maker brethren who may not be aware of the hobby.
Well, and even with the advent of 3D printing, where so much of the, I would say, the more competitive and the printer-based part of the hobbies been so saturated by maker types and stuff like that, and it's so easy for that stuff to get out. There's still so many more aspects of the hobby that aren't reached quite so much. The more like integration based or even cosmetic stuff, paint jobs, things like that are a bit, not quite as, I wouldn't say known, but they're not quite so traveled these
Yep.
days, especially. And so just to say, this is Nerf, this is Nerf, this is Nerf, this is Nerf, this is
Yeah.
Nerf, this is Nerf. This is all the same hobby. This is all the same community. You go to one of our conventions, and you see all these things, and it's all the same people.
Yeah.
We can all sit in the same room, and we all have this in common. And so that's, I don't know. It seems like that is more the goal, to show stuff off and say, this is what all one singular hobby has to offer, is all these different flavors and facets.
Exactly, and it's you nerf how you want to nerf. So Strife, their big thing is no selling. There's no transactions happening at the booth. But it's we can have stuff of that it's like for an integration. Like for example, the blaster Nathan's working on. If we had that, we show the original blasters that you all made. That that it was all that it basically came from, that you cut down, and just kind of go in the list of like maybe a little bit of information on how it was kind of put together. To go, yeah, these were just off the shelf, and then they were put together as one thing. And then you kind of bring in different terminology from different makers, things. It's, I mean, kit bashing. What an integration is in the wider maker community is just called kit bashing. Putting a bunch of different things together to make something different, and more aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. So it's that's the hope. I have a few avenues of potential contacts to get a table, but one of the big things after going over all the forums and everything is, if I go, hey, we're setting up a table to represent an international hobby of tens of thousands of people, we have a high regardless, we have a higher chance of doing that.
Because you're not just some weirdo in his garage. You're representing a movement, more or less.
Yeah, exactly. And we have a cool plan, a cool interactive thing. People can come to the event and shoot some really weird Nerf blasters.
There's something to actually handle, something to engage with, not just walk by and go, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's the robot. It has more to offer than just eye candy.
Exactly. We'll have the eye candy too, because that's kind of going to be what the integrations are. Yes, we're gonna. So that one thing I'm gonna specify is, when we reach out to people, the blaster has to function.
Please.
Well, yeah, it has to function. Just so we can make it gives that person a bit more tactile response, and binds it to their memories a bit better. And we keep doing that, and we'll have the more eye candy, like integrations, the cool things of just like you can kit bash. We'll have the competitive 3D printed stuff, and hopefully everything in between.
would be cool to even focus or have something, even if it's just like a tablet or something playing gameplay videos or gameplay footage or even like competitive coverage stuff to where it's like, yes, here's all these physical things, but yet there's also support for using these things in an application instead of just here's this caliber you can buy and shoot your cat or whatever. It's like, oh no, you can use these things on the field. This is actually tools, not just artifacts to look at.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 100%. And, or yeah, or look at it or just kind of take up space. So this would fully depend if we actually can call upon some clout. So open source takes place in San Francisco. It actually takes place in San Mateo, south of San Francisco. I'm gonna have to put back on streamer mode. A bunch of people are messaging me on Discord. Anyway, and there is a park right next door, and attached to that park is a school, and that school is using the same what do you call it? Hiring process or same rental process as what Ragnarok does to rent their school. They use their same website.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So this would be something I have to talk with J-Mom about, because this is like, as I'm talking about it, is how I'm coming up with the idea. If it's not terrible too much to rent out that thing, and it's right next door within walking distance, we could just have people host games.
Yeah, just be like, have the table with everything, and then just be like, by the way, as you leave, be sure to check across the street at whatever place.
Yeah.
And see this stuff in action and participate in whatever else.
Yeah, they're hosting 5v5s, they're hosting
a
little bit more
Even
casual stuff. Yeah, super stock. Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
You're making me want to go.
Yeah. And we get that's the thing. If we can get and some decent sized YouTubers, content creators go there, we get that, we show it off. That could help the competitive, that could help hobby in general. If anything, it adds more eyes to it.
There's a lot of potential there, more so than I was thinking when you originally brought this up.
Yeah. Sky, I'm always pie in the sky, right? So that's
almost irresponsibly so.
Oh, very irresponsibly so. But to get to that pie, I always make sure there is a path. Sometimes it's a hard path, sometimes it's an impossible path, but there is ways to do it. And if we can set that up, I'm going to pull this on screen. Open source location.
Statistically unlikely still means possible.
Yes. 100%. Yeah, it's hey. But where's San Mateo County Event Center is where it's held. So if I go over here, and we go here, and I go to maps, I have to open up the maps off screen so you don't see where I live, because I would prefer not to have you guys see that.
It's bad enough people are trapping you at the grocery store.
Exactly.
There you got people knocking on your door being like, I used to watch your show back when I was, small. Hey, look, a map.
Hey, look, a map. We'll just, let me jump over here. Let's just do this. Okay. So we're in front.
Hey.
I don't want your help. Go away. Help. There we go. Okay, so we see this is hard. Yeah. So here's the San Mateo Center. All right, here's all the parking. Here's the soccer field. And here's the school.
Wow. It's not like you have to actually cross a road.
No,
it's parking lot.
Yeah,
right?
This is normally blocked off. This is the thing. If we actually had proper... Did I actually have an email leak? No, we're good. I don't care. I don't care if you know my actual email address. I use that for business all the time. I give that out left, right, and center. Yeah, we're good. It's fine. I don't care. So this is normally blocked off right here, right? This is parking, and they block it off. If we can, this would be we'd have to be able to work something out with the convention. Hey, look,
Is
we
there
want.
is there a big colossal fence that separates like the soccer field, or is it something you can just walk on into? Or do you not know exactly? Well,
We're
gosh,
finding out.
you just
Let's
fell out
find
of
out.
the sky.
There's not. There's not. Just walk onto it.
I'm just saying, people coming from the convention center, would they have to like come cleared? Oh gosh, we should keep. Would they have to come like way down the block and around to get into, or can they just be like, you know what? Instead of going straight to the car, let's go see what these weird Nerf people are all about, and just walk across. Huh.
Yeah. So if we can set something, so without paying for any, like, I don't know how happy this is something we'd have to actually talk with the convention about setting up in the park. But this is a public park. We could just set up a game. If we wanted to go hardcore about it, we hire Neveo School, San Mateo, and we use that field, that soccer field right there that they have. Right. Yeah. A lot of possibilities.
Wow.
Because normally they, for open source, the booths leak out because they set up so many. It's just everywhere. So obviously you have the convention hall. The bigger names are in the convention hall, and then the rest leak out into the parking lot.
Oh, so you'd have a lot of natural people perusing about anyway.
We'd have people be able to see us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, so last year some people did bring some cool, weird, Nerf blasters that they just they 3D printed and they're made. So we just have a chronograph set up. It's like, yeah, sure, as long as it hits this number, it's not too stupid.
Yeah.
You can have things set up. Potential things, ideas. Yeah.
Listeners and viewers, this is how quite a lot of our conversations go.
Yeah.
We just kind of grunt and yaff back and forth with each other. A good idea. This is what most of like the Merch Masters planning things are. It's like, concept, idea. Yeah.
It's all coming together. Can we go? We can go right here. Yeah, because this is normally how you get in.
Oh, you're not missing much.
Convention Center. Yeah, that works out. Yeah, so that's thoughts and ideas of potential.
Yes, it's provoking thoughts like crazy.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, so that's just let's ask. This is more of a group effort to get that done, right? I can't do it on my own. We have to have several people, and including we'd have to have a good amount. Like ideally, I would love like 25 to 30 different integrations, and 25
big table.
Yeah. And 25 to 30 cool 3D printed blasters.
How big are these tables? How big are these booths?
We can ask for bigger ones if we can show reason. But what I do, so a lot of we get like a cool vertical display that all the blasters are hanging on. Right? So we use the Z-axis. Yeah. We use the Z-axis and we go, what would you like to shoot? Would you like to shoot something a bit more cosmetic-y? This one does this. This one does that.
Yeah.
And you just want to, and then, I'm gonna be honest. So 9 times out of 10, people will go, I want to shoot the Greg, or I want to shoot the autocannon if we have those. But that's fine. That gets them in the thing, and then
you still have everything else available on display.
On display,
and you keep pairing up the Greg and the autocannon at the same time, which naturally makes me want to see Heath do a Mega XL caliber autocannon.
Yeah.
Please.
Heath.
In fact, that's got enough space. You could probably put an air tank in and reduce a lot of the noise and the gargantuan prime. But
yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool to just have a big clip of Mega XL that you
Yeah.
shove in the thing, and
Yeah, I bet you if I
I
if
want
I
to
just if I just
oh,
shipped Heath Mega XL, we can get that working. Oh, here you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
There you
Just
go.
how big do you need to upscale everything to make this happen?
Yeah,
Because
probably not too bad.
hmm,
Uh,
too many ideas. Anyway,
yeah.
sorry, didn't mean to sidetrack.
No, it's
So,
all good.
and where's this happening?
This is San Mateo, which is south of San Francisco. Yeah.
Which is can you make the map smaller? California so dang long, lose track of where all the sands live.
Okay, so
Okay,
where we
so
were, San Jose, where that's
oh,
Ragnarok,
just up around the corner.
and
Huh.
San Mateo is about an hour, I think that is north, hour and a half, depending
Pretty
on
long
traffic.
state. Hmm. Might be a California's never a hard sell. There's beach right there. How far away is the beach?
San Mateo. I mean, it's Bay.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like the other side, like the oceany side.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
That's a
that's
little
a
ways.
bit far.
Oh, there's a mountain in the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
she wouldn't be on board for that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hmm.
Look.
Well, I might still bring it up.
We figure out how to get. She does a girls' weekend at SoCal Disneyland, and then you fly up here, and then if you both drive, like I'm logistically, it's like maybe. All right, you both drive to San Mateo because it's a long drive. Yeah, but that way you have the car. Or I'd be driving because if I'm hauling all the blasters, I'd be driving. Or you both fly down to SoCal, and then you
Then we
drive
gang
up,
on it.
and then you drive up with me to San Mateo. We drive
I'll
back
bring it
down,
up.
and then you both fly out from John Wayne, right next to the thing, or LAX, whatever's better priced.
Well, she's probably going to be home in another hour or two. I will definitely bring it up. I'm not excited to go back to California. No offense to Californian people.
It's fun.
I just don't like driving that far. I don't like flying that far, and gosh, I just want to stay on the ground for a little while.
Flying
Anyway.
that far? What is that? Like a 2-hour flight?
Yeah, but then you have to go to the airport. I keep telling her we need to buy a helicopter.
Why you bought it in the car? You could have bought a helicopter. What if you convert the car into a helicopter? I'm sure that's super easy to do and would have no issue.
Yeah, it doesn't have much trunk space, so he'd be limited on a lot of things. Also, it'd make it really awkward to drive to work.
You don't drive to work; you fly to work.
Yeah, there's a lot of big trees, though. I'd still have to park like almost a mile away. It's when the trees thin out.
Yeah.
Or I could see if we're looking at getting a roof put on next year. Maybe I could see if talk to my boss, be like, "Hey, can we install like a helipad just in case somebody had a helicopter and needed to land right here?"
Yeah.
Just it's
sometimes
while we're at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, California trip. Well,
yeah.
We'll see what she thinks.
Thoughts. Don't have it. Don't have it this or Ragnarok. We should do Ragnarok over this, but we can figure things out.
No. Huh.
Because if we did this, we do this full businessy, and I'd set up shot lists. This is what we're gonna get. This is what we're gonna do. Camera stuff. So we'd make the most of it, right? And we'd have as many people in the Nerf hobby who would be willing to help out as possible with this.
Well, the cool thing is that you've still got there's still like 4 or 5 Bay Area groups.
Yes.
Sounds like you'd have an actual existing infrastructure right there close that might be able to mobilize and set up some events over there and make things happen.
It's I'm sure it's the thing. It's like it would be a lot of effort, but I don't know what Jangular's doing in July, but it is technically kind of his stomping ground. It's a little far.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, you want to try to make a 5v5 competitive next to OpenSauce that runs around the same time, and it's just like it's a pickup game 5v5 competitive. So we have him and a few others running that. We have a few people running Superstock, and it's all pickup games. Maybe a competitive team plays if they want to, but it's really that's not the point of it. The point of it is
Wait,
pickup games.
it'd be good to have existing, competitive and good, I guess not fluent, but players that are good at doing that to kind of fill in to where it's like, yes, if you only have like 2 or 3 of the convention goers, it's not like, oh, we don't have enough for a full team.
Yeah.
You get people that kind of rotate through that are basically playing all day, but they kind of rotate through, playing a couple games, sit out a couple games, play a couple games as the crowd dictates.
Yeah, 100%.
Huh. And especially if it is like over here in a public park where it's not going to be like a financial investment. It's just like, hey, do you want to go to some different weird place and play Nerf all ding dong day? Then I'd imagine there's a lot of people who would be on board for that.
I'm gonna be like looking on that site for I plugged in that time for the school. It's not that much. Yeah, for a day, we'd have it from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. If we wanted to just do it, because we just do it for a day, and that's also the thing is we'd bring it up to, hey, we're gonna run this because we have this booth. If people you guys want to do stuff, and we throw it out there. This is the real advertising to the, because Merge Masters 2026 would be finished. We could start pushing for Merge Masters 2027, the greater Maker universe.
Yeah. And basically you could have a certain chunk of the table is basically, here's this cool thing we do, and we like doing it. We hope to share that with you. Do you want to join us and play with this cool thing?
It's right over there.
That'd be a cool introduction. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to make sure. Like I said, this will be a thing. We need several hands. We need a lot to get this actually functional and working. But yeah, and probably would need a call and a favor with Luke. Hey, Luke, you worked with these big guys. Can you grease some wheels for us?
Famous people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd almost need to call in like a JMOM level of support for the whole game event running thing alongside of that, or at least, she might be able to kind of be like, oh, sub team of other people that are really good at this, delegate a little bit or something, or at least know who in the area might be able to help with that.
It's one of those things. We'll touch base with JMom, see what she thinks. Obviously not.
She's probably still mad at you anyway.
That's fine. What, the root beer floats? No one spilled. I'm the only one who made a mess with the water that leaking for the coolers, but we cleaned that up. But yeah,
you think she's ready to talk about a different event though?
No, but I guess I'd say maybe in a month I'll reach out to her and go, hey, we're thinking of doing this. Let's make this also a big push for RAG because we're advertising in July.
Yeah, and it's the same, well, not neighborhood, but it's just right around the bay.
It's within the vicinity. Yeah. Let's see if we can.
I would say if you're just doing little pickup games, you really just need a handful of people that kind of know what they're doing. You don't really need to have a rigid structure and schedule. It's not an actual event. It's just like, hey, let's get a bunch of people and play in the park. Yay! Kind of a thing.
And that would have to be, they'd have to fully be able to work autonomously. Like, because it'd be.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, you just have to have somebody who knows how to set up games.
Yeah. Set up games, run games.
Yell at people.
Exactly. Bit of whistling.
And so you really just need more bodies just to fill. I guess you need more bodies than skill, as far as, just have people there to make sure things are happening.
100%. And we'll see.
I'm liking that idea more than I really want to admit.
Yeah, no, it's good, isn't it? Because this is a beauty of our Nerf conventions is compared to pretty much every other type of convention in the world except for LARP conventions. Every other convention is you go to the convention, you see panels, you spend way too much money, and you walk around a lot, and it smells. And that's it. Our convention, sometimes a little stinky.
Same thing.
But it's followed by a cool event that you play in.
Yeah, you get to use the things that you allegedly spent a lot of money for on
Yeah,
while you're there.
yeah. The yes, and it's not. And there's very few other things like anime conventions. There's nothing like that. Some car conventions here in SoCal they do that, but they're like drag racing, right? Here's these new cool engines and stuff. Okay, now go out on the track. But it's not everyone does it, right? It's some people.
Yeah.
Where this is just you show up to this one, and you go play in this one. Yeah, so it's I think it's a cool thing. I think it's a more interesting thing than a normal convention.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep that like kind of in the zeitgeist, keep that in the mind. But the other,
We don't need another thing to work on though,
no,
because
we do.
you've not even talked about the reason we're all here.
Yeah, they're the world's largest mod party.
No beating around the bush about this one, except for the first hour.
Yeah, exactly. Except
Oh,
for an
no.
hour. I like how you said, "Oh, I'm tired. Let's just make this a short thing." Cool. An
Yeah,
hour in, I haven't even talked about. the
We've
main
exhausted my
subject.
10-minute threshold of. Well, maybe I'll go lay down. You can talk about your party
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. But yeah, we brought this up before. What world's largest Mario Party is, what we did, and so we are bringing it back this year. Put that back up there, bam. And we're aiming for either the last week of the year or the first basically the first week of the new year. Depending, and it's really just what do the volunteers and the people doing it, who can make the most amount of time slots, right? So it's whatever.
Yeah, it's one thing to schedule something for this weekend, and people are like, "Oh gosh, if it was the next weekend, we could do it, but we can't." And so you either move the thing you want to do to a different time, or nobody can do it. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically open say sometime in this time frame, and then kind of figure where people are actually going to be able to make that work in their window. So
Yeah. So we are aiming for 36 hours to 48 hours, depending on how many segments, how many people are going to participate. And yeah, the General Strife, that dart. This was made 5 years ago by Adrian, who's the other owner of Flywheel of the World, and he threw that together.
so long ago.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's
It was a long time ago, man.
It was a long time ago. I wanted to have the we have a admin Discord for it. I wanted to have that all set up this week. I just want to make sure it flows right because it's basically it's the evolution. I view like planning Discords as the evolution of this could have been an email instead of a meeting. This could have been a Discord server instead of an email. So you just have all your information. You could have planning happening, but it's all just there for people to consume at their own pace.
Yeah.
And without extra email change you have to hunt through. So
all the information is just right in one.
Yeah, right in there. So we have so far we have several people who have offered to do segments, which is very cool. We have several groups from the EU who have locked in that they're going to do at least a small segment. And how I'll break it down how we're actually gonna kind of do it. There's going to be 45-minute or an hour and a half segments of something Nerf related, whatever you want it to be. It could be a kind of live mod guide, but it's basically live stream. That's the whole point of it. It's live, it's interactive. But you can easily get away with just having your phone. Your phone will work just as well. You pipe in the video to me or whoever's manning the station at the time, and then we put that on the stream. Then and then between those segments, we have 15 minutes of commercials. And these commercials are 1 minute or less videos, advertising, whether it's a web store, YouTube channel, even a cool blaster that you made that you kind of want to get recognition out there for your local Nerf group. It's
Events,
or events. Yeah, you can advertise for that.
getting more and more of those.
Yeah, so we'll I'm gonna actually start making there'll be some YouTube kind of YouTube forums for that. Um Not YouTube forums, Google forms. We'll set those out, and also requesting for volunteers that want to participate. So yeah, if a General Strife will, I'll hit you up for that, and yeah, we'll just
Yeah,
get
yeah. We're reaching out to people, but don't hesitate to reach out to us as well. Like,
yes,
don't think that because we're not calling you isn't because we don't want to talk to you. It's just we're working on X number of things at any given point. So yeah, if you have any interest, anybody who's listening, watching, or anything, reach out.
oh yeah,
Like, don't call us. Hopefully we'll call you. But
yeah,
if you're not getting that call, reach out.
yeah. If you'd like to participate, definitely reach out. And we'll slot you in. Even if it's just like, hey, I just want to volunteer. We'll need moderators.
Mhm.
For the entire time.
What, for a global event?
Yeah, for a global event, that is at least 36 hours. Because I'm not staying up for 36 hours. Adrian did last time. He basically got like 4 hours of sleep the entire 72 hours. I ain't doing that. Adrian's busy this time around. And yeah, so how everything is all the segments are going to be live streamed. The tech behind it, we use a web browser capture called OBS Ninja. That's actually what I'm using right now to get Nathan's feed into mine. But that can be a simple camera, or that could be an entire stream setup. If you have a Twitch and you want to co-stream, you have a Twitch, I recommend you co-stream at the same time as us, and we can do it. There's a collab stream feature. We can set that up to get that all integrated and moving. And the other thing is we'd want local, when I say local Nerf groups, not local to me, your local Nerf groups or just individual Nerf groups to have little mod parties, if possible, that they can set up a camera in the corner while they're working on stuff. So that we can just have, those bits of like segments or on a bit of a delay because it's a live feed, so I make sure I delay it a little bit. And that gets panned through of like, yes, this is this group, and it we'll have at the bottom, this is the state and city they're in or country, depending on that. And this is what they
to have contact information too, correct?
Yes.
Where if you're like, hey, that's the place where I live. I didn't know there's people doing this. Click.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where I park my car. Yeah, it's you can just you'd be able to easily go, okay, cool. All these guys are working on that. That's like 3 doors down from me. What do you mean there's people who Nerf around me? That happened to us in Australia a lot. But
well, I've had that happen right here. I've had people who joined the channel and then they were like, "Whoa, you said you live in Idaho? Oh, hey." And it's like, "Oh, cool." Then we see them at the next event. And so
nice.
that there is, just because you have people local doesn't mean that they know that everybody else is local as well.
Yeah.
And so this is a cool opportunity to showcase a lot of that and just give everybody a chance to have a kind of a communal experience of we're all, the goal is you're not just watching this in your chair, watching this live stream. You're supposed to be working on whatever you're working on while everybody else is working on their thing. You're getting the commercial things and you're getting, little presentations from maybe some web stores or some of the events and stuff like that, to where it's just more of a general nerfing experience. It's you might
all
be modding
facets of the hobby. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's
And
because we're covering such a wide time frame, you're seeing, you might be able to watch, like you've got the Brit Nerf scene, some of the Germans and stuff like that, they're signing up. You're able to be modding your thing while you're watching somebody else on the other side of the globe modding something that might be the same thing. Whoa, we're all doing this together. Just kind of a, I don't know, like, I guess it is, I keep talking about it on the show here.
giant mod party. One even might call it the largest in the world.
Possibly.
Crazy.
But as we get as we all kind of step back into our local groups and our little niche discords and Facebook groups and stuff like that. We don't really do many things as a collective of the myriad different ways we participate in the Nerf hobby in general. And so it's kind of cool to have, you know, maybe we'll get somebody on that talks about competitive games or wants to play a bunch of, game footage and stuff to where it's like, oh, this is competitive stuff. Oh, maybe we have something that's more artistic-y. Maybe we have something that's more talks about printing and stuff. And it's just all the same, kind of like we talked about with the convention. There's so many different ways to participate in this hobby, so let's do them all at the same time. And let's all
Exactly.
share at the same time. And you can chat with people in different parts of the world watching something else that's an entirely different part of the world from both of you. And it's just kind of a big, like I said, just a big communal experience.
100%. And it's one thing I gotta work on the tech for is I want some sort of live feed where, hey, it's basically the work in progress channel in the Merge Master Discord. It's like, hey, this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm working on. People can comment on it, and that's just something easy to access. It might be a Discord. I don't want it to be a Discord server because that's just what we need is another Discord server. But it might be. It might be. Last time we used a Discord server, we used a Facebook, and that was it. So I'm contemplating this time if we could have a social tag scrubber. So if you post on Instagram or X or Twitter or on Facebook, we could just have a tag scrubber on a website and just could easily pull up all those images. And then we can have it on the Discord. So that way everyone can just kind of see, hey, you're working on something, post it, and then just keep, update. Oh, what are you working on? And that's what we did last time. It worked well last time. We might try to do it this time. I want something like that this time, but we'll see. That's just like
one common source of communication between viewers, basically, right?
Yeah, 100%. And it might be some of the segments is people going over that. Hey, look at this school.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, during the ad breaks and things.
Yeah.
Or even just you could probably burn out, 90 minutes of just going through, hey, here's what's actually happening, boots on the ground, not the
12
all the viewers
hours
are doing this cool thing. Yeah.
12 hours is what we did last time. That's the amount of people that participated. We had, because I went through all the segments. They're still on YouTube. We had 12 hours of people just going over the stuff. It was cool because some people finished their whole blaster in that 72 hours.
Oh, nice.
Like start to finish. There were basic mods and stuff, but there was one guy who made a Straven. Guy made a Straven in 72 hours, start to finish, and it was just like, holy crap, guy. Wasn't painted, but everything was done. It got to primer, and then the stream ended.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, just stuff like that. I think it would be cool just to have that, I guess, big collective thing.
Oh yeah.
And I think if we have it, if it's too focused on, here's what these predetermined people have done, then it feels more like a presentation. But if you do have even maybe not a 12-hour stretch, but just maybe every 2 or 3 segments, you have a segment that is just, hey, here's what's been going on in the meantime at Jimmy's house. It looked like he was building this thing. That's really cool. And they talked about this for a minute. And, maybe, they just coverage of the chat, essentially.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just get that interaction. Because that's the whole point. It as Nathan was saying, it's a communal event. And it's supposed to be a Nerf event you're not limited by budget. Because if you're able to watch a live stream, you can participate. You're not limited by location because it's a live stream, so it's anywhere in the world.
You're not limited by time.
Yeah, because it's
going nonstop.
It's at least 36 hours. So at some point, you will be awake while the live stream's happening.
Hopefully.
So then we'll just I'm hoping we can get as many people as possible to participate in one form or another. I'll have all the admin side set up. So ready for anyone who wants to actually participate in everything. So then it's just reaching out. I'm hoping we get a lot of the local Nerf groups.
Mhm.
If you're in a local Nerf group, contact your local Nerf group. Going, hey, world's largest mod party wants 1-minute segments of kind of like a quick advertising for your Nerf group, and we will. We want to if we get too many of them, it goes from a commercial to I chunk out a 45-minute or an hour and a half segment, and we just show as many local Nerf group commercials as possible with maybe some people
That would be
pausing
cool.
and talking about it. Like, oh, these guys
Yeah.
do this, these guys do this. Maybe you guys play a weird game that no one else does, or maybe maybe you guys have this or that, and it's it's just fun and kind of brings us together as our hobby is growing. The only problem is our hobby is growing on thousands and thousands of Discord server islands.
Yeah, we're growing, but we're growing apart at the same time. And one thing I liked about the hobby when I first joined was how you had like Nerf modders welcome and stuff, and it was just like all flavors happened in that one place. So you had a good idea of everything about the hobby in one spot, and now it just seems like everything is getting so disparate that it's hard to know what's going on over here unless you are specifically in that Discord and watching that Discord all the time. And so if we can do a thing where we just kind of gather everybody together and say, hey, let's just hang out for a little bit,
Yeah.
We don't have to like each other, but we can love each other just long enough to get through this. It's basically Thanksgiving.
Well, it's a great thing about our hobby. We shoot each other. Right? That's part of our hobby.
It's basically required.
Yeah.
So General Strife, if you're still hanging out in chat, thank you for hanging out. That's also, we're wanting to push Merge Masters information, but also World's Largest Mod Party. This is something that's going to be getting shared out anywhere we can. There again, just anywhere in the community. We just want to get it out. I've been reaching out to people. Caster's been reaching out to people, but we just want to get this information out. We don't need the formality of, you don't have to be a admin in the little Discord thing to be able to share the word. Just get excellent, still here. Awesome. You can just talk to people. If you're in different groups, just throw it out and say, hey, did you know they're doing that World's Largest Mod Party thing again? Oh yeah, well, how about that? That's really exciting. Get the information out, and once the word is out, we can organize it later.
Exactly. And it's always going to be a little chaos, but that's the point. We're getting a lot of people together. And it's just it's fun things. If people want to put efforts into the segment, they can. It could literally just be a minute before their segment starts, they have their camera hooked up and they send me the video. Well, more than a minute before, but they send me the video feed and they start going. As long as they're
and it might just be a room full of people tinkering and muttering. But hey, that's what nerfing is sometimes.
Yeah.
So
100%. And it's we just keep going on that. That's another thing. Poor J Mom. I have to like just send her essays worth of reach out. But yeah, because that's the other thing I want to make sure to reach out to is I want a Ragnarok segment. I want an N-War segment. I want a Maryland Mayhem segment. I want a Survival Fest segment. I want a Mall Mutation Madness segment where they just talk about their event. They hype it up. And just the one from this year. You could definitely promote next year. But you don't even talk about next year's one. Just hype up what you did, because you did an amazing thing.
You don't have to have dates set for next. Just talk about what is the event. What is it?
Yeah. And that way people are aware, because that was one of the big things that I saw at Ragnarok is a lot of people on Team Yellow never heard of the other events.
Yeah, I was shocked, honestly. But I think a lot of people are just, oh, hey, there's a Nerf thing. I'm in California. This is a Nerf thing in California. It's like, no, there's a lot. I mean, Foam Fest. I mean, I assume they're still doing that, right? Over in the UK?
Yep, they're still doing that. Yeah, I want Foam Fest segments. Yeah, Foam Fest still going strong. The one that sadly hasn't come back yet, or I haven't heard from is the other Al. Big Al, Scotland, because they also did a mall one. They used to do them all once.
Oh, that's right. What the? Oh,
Yeah.
crap! I can't remember what they called that. It was like, did it have an A in the name?
I thought it was also Mall Mutation Madness, to be honest.
It was a mall. I thought it was a mall. I thought it was a.
Was it? It was Scotland, right?
Yeah, yeah, but I'm.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's been years since I. Maybe they haven't done that. Maybe I just haven't heard. Maybe I.
Yeah.
There again, maybe the stuff is still going on, but it's not being posted in the main groups anymore, and so it's hard to keep up with that kind of stuff. And that's literally the reason we're wanting to do this.
Yeah. Terminal infection.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, in fact, where was it? Yeah, terminal infection. Hey.
They still do it?
I didn't go, but Big Al gave that to me at my first End War.
Nice.
And that's really cool. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
I remember Big Al's first End War. That's what I gotta hit that guy up again. It kills me that was our only interaction, but we spent like an hour and a half chatting because he was one of the very first tag outs for zombies.
Oh.
And he was really upset about it. Which I can't blame him. You fly it halfway across the world and you with your blasters and everything, now you can't use your blasters.
Yeah, as I recall, it was kind of a cheap tag, or at least a not glamorous tag.
Yeah, it was there's things that weren't understood but he took so it's just like it was like it really shouldn't have been a tag, but it was what it was. But it's just like he got back in there and he was one of the best zombies for that year. And yeah. Hope he's doing well.
Big Al, you're probably not watching, but just in case you are, we're thinking about you.
Yeah.
And hope you're doing all right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's World's Largest Mod Party. There'll be more announcement stuff. I will be pushing it hard over the month of November. And just asking for, because it's one of the things of I can't do this myself. Nathan and I can't do this ourselves. This is a lot of
not much help.
You're fine. It's a lot of people with a lot of segments. I'm happy to provide assistance for audio visual tech stuff.
He's helpful.
Yeah, but it's at the end of the day, you don't want to just listen to me and Nathan talk for 36 hours straight.
Oh gosh, that'd be brutal.
Just lock you in the room. So yeah, it's we want to get as many people out there.
People know what 36 hours of me mumbling on a camera are like, because I still have people saying, "Yeah, I watched through your monologue again." I'm like, "Oh gosh, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Brutal.
It was bad.
Yeah. I'm worse without editing.
Hey, your stuff was good. I mean, that was our first. I still love it because it was our first real, our first engagement was me aggressively telling you do good work. I like your work. Open up a Patreon.
Why don't you have a Patreon? I'm sorry.
Monetize yourself.
Yeah, that didn't work.
It did for a little bit, but yeah, it was sick.
Sure, I do a lot of apologizing afterwards. All right. Anyway,
it's fine. Yeah.
This is a thing we're wanting to do.
Yeah.
And we want you to be involved, whether as a participant or a, what do you call it? People to just watch.
Viewer. As a viewer,
sure.
If you show up, chat, say hi once in a while. That's all. That's all that's needed. If you want to involve, if you don't want to be part of the segments, but you still want to be involved, if you just work on something, take a photo of it for the live thing. That's all.
Yeah, just share.
You're part of it.
Spread the word, do stuff, participate.
Yep.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Rule 1.
Or else.
What do you mean you're not having fun?
You're not having fun. Get back in the fun chamber. Get the Greg. Yeah.
But no, this is all about fun. There again, we're not. This is going to be a pain in the neck. We're not benefiting from it at all.
No.
But I think it would be fun and good for the health of the community at large, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing the dumb show. That's why we're doing the Merch Masters thing. It's things that pull people together.
Yeah.
And that's generally a good thing.
I just like to see cool stuff. I thought that's why we're doing the Merge Masters.
Gosh, I love cool stuff.
Yeah.
Isn't cool stuff cool?
Cool stuff is
Man,
awesome.
and they just bring it to us.
Yeah, I know. On a silver platter sometimes. Sometimes
Literally.
hologram.
Sometimes Legos.
Yeah, sometimes Legos. Yeah.
It was a weird year.
It was
I can't promise it
yeah.
won't be weird this next year, but
Weird years are the best years. I mean, you know, look at us. Look at us. 2 years was it 2 years ago? 3 years ago? 8 years ago? I mean, how long we this is the second Merge Masters, right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
we didn't start doing this show until the middle of
after the first one.
No, we covered the first one, didn't we? Because that was the mess. Did we start doing the show before Merge Masters? No.
We did the first Merge Masters.
I think it's kind of a hand-in-hand thing.
This December will be we'll have an anniversary show.
Yeah, but not the first.
For Mr. Nathan's Neighborhood, the Merge Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the neighborhood stream.
Yeah, the first Mr. Nathan's Neighborhood was.
That's because we didn't start doing the actual neighborhood stream until we did event coverage for the first Merge Masters, but it wasn't necessarily part of the neighborhood structure, right? Is that how it worked? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time.
No. So we finished Merge Masters 2024. Right, we completely finished it. We did it. And then I went, let's do a podcast because by law, 2 white dudes that know each other have to make a podcast. So we started doing a podcast, and then 10 months ago, so I'm in your channel. I'm in your channel looking at things. 10 months ago, on December 8th, 2024 was the first Mr. Nathan's Neighborhood.
But we did do live coverage of the Merge Masters, though. But that was a totally separate thing.
But that was the point of Mr. Nathan's Neighborhood became Merge Master coverage.
No, we covered the nastiness of the first. The nastiness of the first year where we didn't know what was going on and people kept trying to update stuff in the middle of the show. That was not 25. That was 24.
24.
So
we have Merge Master coverage live streams.
Yes, but it wasn't.
That wasn't Mr. Nathan Neighborhoods. So
correct.
Mr. Nathan Neighborhood episode 1 was December because that was the end of Merge Masters and everything. Was December 8th. I'm looking at it. It's called Mr. Nathan's Neighborhood.
That's
episode
fine.
1.
That's fine. I'm just trying to keep things straight in my head, but we were doing a live presentation of things beforehand.
Yes, we were.
Okay, that was the part where my brain was like, no, that's not right. We were doing some dumb internet show thing before then, so
we always were.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh,
so yeah, just December 8th in a month's time. We gotta do like an anniversary thing or something.
Or we just apologize to everybody. we just go through and say, okay, well, so and so is in chat. Okay, we really apologize for the time you took to, hang out. Whatever else. We really appreciate when people show up because otherwise we're just talking, which we could do anyway, but there's a camera, which always makes it weirder. And so
you gotta
if nobody's going to watch,
everything.
monetize.
Monetize everything. We gotta get that whole 6 cents.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's appreciate General Strife for hanging out with us.
He was holding down the fort, man.
Yeah,
you were just dominating chat.
Yeah. It's good times.
But we also just appreciate you being here and being part of our cool little community.
Yeah. So. Same with anyone going back and watching the VOD, which I know a lot of you guys do, and we appreciate that.
Yes, going back in time. Friend Besto, local man Andrew, our man with the key to the arena. Thanks for popping in, and look forward to seeing you next week?
Yeah.
Next week. Good golly.
Yeah.
His wife's making chili and going to bring it to us. That's so awesome. Thanks,
Very
man.
Cool. Get some fries.
I didn't formally thank you in the local chat.
Get some fries. Make some chili cheese fries. Chili cheese fries. Yep.
I'm not gonna go that far. If
Chili's
they're
just fine.
presenting chili as chili, I'm going to
Chili's
partake in the manner originally intended. If they bring the option of adding, potatoes and things to it, that is their business. I'm not going to say, thank you for this product you made. I'm going to use it in a way you didn't originally intend, because that seems rude.
Nah. They just want the intents to eat it. However you consume it is all you. But yeah,
The first time, I always try to take things the way the creator intended.
fair.
The second time, I'll be like, hey, this is so good, but I know how it tastes this way. Do you mind if I try it doing something else weird? Ah, you're still here. Awesome. Boy, you're really sticking it out. I sure appreciate it. Last event, a lot of people were using their pumps for 200 pump action. Had a blast. Yeah.
Well, school sound.
Oh, also, secondary shout out to, oh crap, what does he go by in the Discord? Clinically Insane. Forgot his other name. Was local, and then he moved away, but he's still in our Discord because he promises he's going to come back someday. Andrew, right here in the chat, broke his Sentinel, and so I was able to ship in from the other side of the country a modified Sentinel in time to bring it to the last event, and he was rocking a Sentinel and doing a dang good job at it. So Sentinels still valid in today's modding society and environment.
Lever action goodness.
Adam, there we go.
Adam.
Yep. I was going to say it was an A, but it wasn't another Andrew because we have too many of those already. And so yes, crazy Adam. Weird guy, builds cool stuff.
Yeah.
So
great Merge Masters participant with his frog.
He's got weird stuff going on in his head, but he has some really cool ideas, and I do appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
I don't always understand what's going on, but I like looking at it.
Well, if that's I think we wrap that up and call that a day. I think, right? It's pretty good.
I think so. I think we've pretty much beat the horse. It's in a way. But yes, I guess Mod Party is going to be the first thing on the calendar.
Yeah.
It's the world's largest mod party. Spread the word. Merch Masters 26 coming shortly thereafter. Spread the word.
Yep.
Awesome Sauce. Awesome Con.
Open Sauce.
Open
Sauce.
Link in the description, please. Coming in June, July.
Yep, Open Sauce will be trying to get a table for July 17th through the 19th. We will probably get a table for a single day because that's kind of how they work. But we'll see if we get everything most of the time. But yeah, Open Sauce.
This isn't the last time you're going to hear about this stuff because we're going to be pushing pretty hard for the next several months.
Yeah, we'll probably dip into Merge Masters coverage because it all ties in. Also,
it's pretty.
The quickest shout out to the foam comb. It's awesome. Make yourself one.
Gosh. Oh, did we talk about that? We talked
about
that
not at all.
Right? Last time.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, as soon as those show up, I'm going to build them and we'll talk about them next. Well, probably not next time. We have a special guest, plural, for next show. Assuming things go well. I'm actually like super excited. It's actually a live stream version of a video I wanted to make several years ago, but life sucks most of the time, and so it didn't happen. So right now we have locked in Brett, Beret, and Jangular to discuss different facets of playing Nerf games. Jangular representing the aggressively competitive side, and Brett being just really weird and stuff. So hopefully that all goes well. We're on the schedule. We're just working on making sure everybody's kind of on the same page technology-wise. So super exciting. Exciting. So you can spread the word about that too. We'll be advertising that next stream a little bit harder just because it's more than just us talking and killing 2 hours. It's actually hopefully going to be a really cool dynamic discussion with two of my favorite people in the hobby. Three of my favorite.
How dare you?
Anyway, there is a hierarchy in there, and there's more people involved as well in my list. But as far as next month or next 2 weeks,
2 weeks,
looking to be an awesome show. I'm honestly looking forward to that one.
Oh yeah,
I'm
definitely.
not always looking forward to getting in front of a camera because I just don't like it that much. But it's fun to talk. But this is going to be awesome. I'm super excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good, and we will have that live stream up at least a week ahead of time, so you can schedule it in, call off work, see it, put it on a big screen, rent out the movie theater, and play it. It'll be good.
Make Brett as big as you can make him.
like
Needs all the help he can get.
yeah, poor guy. It's okay. I'll be on the table with him.
Anyway, bud.
Yeah.
Okay, things are getting weird. Are we leaving? Are we getting up? Okay.
I thought
right.
yeah.
Close enough. Did we kill it?